What did you think of Joe? Before we set sail on everything else, what did you think of Joe? Anthony, I'm asking you the question. Yeah. What did you think of Joe?
I thought that arm looks awesome, and he looks like he's ready to roll. I am curious, his mobility.
What did you think of Pierre Strong?
Well, hold on. We can get to the running game.
I'm just asking you right off the rip about other guys before we move on.
I saw some good things. Just in terms of Joe, though, I know you're doing this to make a point. Joe,
I'm not doing it to make a point. I'm asking you questions.
I do think that mobility is the one thing. The arm is great. I want to see that mobility, and you didn't get big chance. And that's good. You don't want to see his mobility in the preseason, but everybody's wondering how many games is it really going to be with Joe Flacco? Well, that arm, everything I saw from that arm, he'd go full 17 games. Why not?
What was the point you thought I was trying to make?
Oh, just going through the other players not named Shedeur. But we haven't broken down what we think this offense, actually accomplished in the preseason.
Yeah, if I'm going to make any point, it's that I think a lot of people don't think very highly of you, so they're going to, again, like the people who, I said this last week, and there were so many people saying, you're wrong. I go, no, I'm absolutely right. I know I'm right. That even if because there was a lot of people who do not like Shedeur Sanders who got in saying I was wrong. I go, you're like talking about Shedeur Sanders. You like hearing about Shedeur Sanders, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, and you want to see, because I believe strongly that the vast majority of Browns fans, they know in their heart of hearts that he may be the only way out of it without having to go use your draft picks. And if he's not the only way out of it, then we'll just go use our draft picks. But is anybody who isn't having a daily fight about the fourth-team quarterback trying to say that the third-team quarterback is going to be the future of your team? No, unless their last name is Gabriel. That's it. And I bet there's even those in the family who probably don't think that, or at least don't think it right now. So if we're being completely honest with each other, there is, even if you dislike him, there's going to be curiosity. But I was legitimately asking, hey, what'd you think of Joe? Hey, what do you think? What did you think of Dillon? What did you think of Dillon, Anthony?
I thought he was pretty good. I've used pretty good a lot during the preseason at times, and, people get really mad because it's not either great or awful. I thought he was pretty good. I do think, it's just, I think all these quarterbacks are going to have chemistry issues with their wide receivers because this isn't a normal camp. Like, I've never seen a camp like this where they've had to allocate the reps the way they've allocated them. You see some arm talent there from Dillon, certainly. It doesn't have me thinking anything different than I thought when they drafted him, which was I thought he was overdrafted, and I think the hope for him long-term is a backup. I mean, people were saying things about him as a starter, and I'm like, he's got nowhere near the talent of Kyler Murray. And how has Kyler Murray been as a starter? He's been a starter. Like, I don't think we're questioning whether Kyler Murray can start for teams in this league, but is Kyler Murray ever somebody who you're going to count on to make the playoffs, to lead your team to the playoffs as a starting quarterback?
No.
And I don't think Dillon Gabriel has anywhere near the talent of Kyler Murray. Am I off base on that one? I mean, Kyler Murray was taken number 1 overall, right?
Yeah, I don't think you're off base at all. I think you're right. Okay, Pierre Strong. What did you think of Pierre Strong?
He showed, again, he's had glimpses.
I think he tried to make the most of this opportunity here.
Yeah, I think so, because he knows all the noise about the running back position and Judkins. We don't know. We don't know the situation about Judkins at all. I don't feel any better about it after this weekend than I did. So, they're going to need Pierre Strong.
What did you think of the defense? Preseason, not throughout, not just game 3. I mean, they were middle. I think they were 15th or 16th. They said middle of the pack. I know they were number 1 or number 2 in year 1 with Jim Schwartz. What do you think they can be this year?
I think they'd be a top 5 defense.
Okay, that's all.
Because I think these rookies are good. Now, what'd you think of the Carson sack? Where he just lined up and ran towards quarterback and sacked him. That was great.
It was a preseason sack.
Could you have gotten a sack there?
No.
Owen, could you have in your heyday? Do you think you could have sacked the quarterback there?
In my heyday?
Yeah.
If everyone else is 5'11" and below, yes. But
all you have to do is run to the quarterback.
Then no.
I asked the question, could I play defensive tackle for 2 plays in a legitimate NFL game?
I like that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And there was like 80% of the people were like, no. And they're like, well, do you just have to lay there? And I go, yeah, all I have to do is lay there. Could I physically do 2 snaps in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
80% of the people said no. I happen to agree with the 80% of the people.
I think you could.
I don't think I could. I think that the physical punishment of the first snap would be too much to take the second snap. It'd be very difficult. Dave, all right, you ready to go back?
I mean, Barkevius Mingo played snaps in the NFL.
Barkevius Mingo was a great athlete. What am I? Not a great athlete.
Let's go back to Ken in your heyday. I want to focus on the heyday.
Ken didn't have a heyday.
I
did not have a heyday.
Before the career-ending injury.
Yeah, before the tomahawk chop.
Yeah.
I was really good in youth football when I was bigger than everybody else, but we're not allowed to say anything about youth football because he'll walk out of the studio.
What were your lift, clean, and jerk numbers?
I got Survivor Club.
You
over
did.
1,000.
You got one of the shirts.
Over 1,000. I got Survivor Club.
Did you wear the shirt proudly?
Hell yeah, I wore the shirt proudly.
Did you make it into a cutoff or no?
No. I still have. It's somewhere in my house. I still have the shirt. I know I have the shirt somewhere. And if my wife threw that shirt away, it's divorce city, brother.
Yeah, because you can't go get those.
No, you have to earn that shirt, and I can't earn that shirt again. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, you ain't getting 1,000 out.
Highest I ever squatted, 735. But that was after high school.
So you're a member of the 700 Club.
Yeah. I got 735.
That's why I'll call you 700
There was there was a time.
I know.
Now
I've seen
I'm going to join the 700 Club, but that's for something different. That's going to be a lot of weight.
Buchanan.
I've seen that's another club. I've seen the old physique from Ken Carman. You look like an ass kicker.
It makes the new physique that much more depressing. That's probably why Keith rips me all the time. I'm like, Keith, I'm not going back there, dude. It's not happening. Back's too bad. Thomas in Buffalo, New York. He's listening on the free Odyssey app. Hello, Thomas.
Hey, you guys. How y'all doing today?
We're doing wonderful, Thomas. You go right on ahead.
All right. First of all, I'd like to say, man, I listen to y'all a lot, bro. Y'all talk some real good stuff, man, and I really appreciate what y'all say.
But here comes the but. Here comes the but. What's your problem?
No, ain't no but.
Oh, okay.
Second of all, I just like to say, man, if you look at the routes that he was giving, Shedeur was giving, all of them was long. So by the time he dropped back, that number, the dude that was blocking for number 72, who he was supposed to be blocking, he was in the backfield. It wasn't no way he could get rid of the ball. It was one pass play that he had an in route that was like 10 yards he could have threw, and he missed that. But also, he was the best quarterback in camp with throwing the ball, and he wasn't throwing to no ones. Make him our number one, take them 2 draft picks from next year, and give them to Dallas and bring Mike up here to be the other DN with Miles. And I think we'll be good.
I can't advocate, Thomas. Thank you very much for the call. I can't advocate making him our first team quarterback. We can't do that.
And trade away the 2 number
guys, they're again on 3rd down and long. There's crossing routes there that he could have just dumped it right off and lived to fight another series, and he didn't, and it was a bad day. It was a bad day. I don't think that the offense was that different. Emery Hunt thinks different. He'll talk to us coming up at 9:22, but I don't think the offense was that different from what he had dealt with in his first preseason game. Joe in Chicago, Illinois, home of Scruff McGruff. He's next up on the Fan. Hello.
Hey guys, I have a question. Do you guys? I don't know. Maybe you guys are just hesitant, but why can't you just call out his flaws? I really just don't think he is as good as you guys are making him out to be. I really don't think he can really be developed.
Well, what do you want me to say? You want me to say all these things? I think he can be developed. I think he has a higher ceiling than the other 2 backup quarterbacks on the roster.
He doesn't have a higher ceiling than Dillon Gabriel.
You just think he stinks.
He's not an NFL quarterback. There's a reason why 32 teams passed on him. Numerous former NFL scouts basically had a lower, a day 3, day 4 pick on him. Some of them have had him going undrafted. He's just not as good. I mean, next year's draft, you have Arch Manning, Gus, Lenore Sellers. That's where you guys are going to find your future franchise.
Well, that part I agree with, but I do not believe that Dillon Gabriel is cut out to be a franchise quarterback. And frankly,
I never said that, but he definitely has a higher ceiling than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders shouldn't be in an NFL roster.
Oh, I flatly disagree.
The only reason why he's in the NFL roster, he's at that NFL roster, is because of his last name. If it wasn't for his last name, then he wouldn't be in the league.
Honestly, if he didn't have his last name and he was a guy who took over at Colorado and led Colorado from 1-11 to, in 2 years, 9-4 and in a bowl game, I think that he would have gone higher than the 5th round. I think that what we're seeing here, the fight over a guy that who should not be starting in week 1 and probably should wait a while, and probably even some people are saying red shirt. I think, Joe, and thank you very much for the call, I think that that's part of the reason why that he went so late, because of the fight that we're all having right now. When I say he has a higher ceiling, I think that one guy has better physical attributes. One guy, I think, has a better chance that if you were able to harness it, would have a better chance of being a franchise quarterback. I think Dillon Gabriel is a career backup quarterback. So when it gets to the point where the season has got away from us and I want to see someone that gives me a chance to look into the future, I'm not trying to be mean-spirited to Dillon Gabriel. It's not Dillon Gabriel. It would be Shedeur Sanders. So when we get to just I want to see mode, then I want to take a look at Shedeur before Dillon. Because I think Dillon Gabriel will go out there and he'll put together the same performances next preseason and the same performances in the next preseason and in the same games during the regular season when he's filling in for a franchise quarterback, because that's what I think Dillon Gabriel's future is. And if I'm wrong about that and he ends up being a franchise quarterback, I would love to be wrong. Love, hand to God, love to be wrong.